So this is the forehand lift. Just watch and read. I'll start the lesson in just a moment. Here's the movement you're going to use for this shot. I discussed this in more detail in a separate video for movement into the forehand net corner. So in general, make sure that you spread your arms out wide. You also keep your feet wide apart. Make sure your racket foot is forward when you start. And lead with your racket. For high trajectories, bend your wrist way back. And do a big follow through. For flat trajectories, only bend your wrist back by a little bit. And do a small follow through. A good strength and conditioning program will help you keep this position. Make sure that you keep your chin up. If your head drops, you'll find a curvature in your back and the shot won't be very good. And try to point your racket out as far as you can. So remember, higher trajectories require more bend in the wrist, and flatter trajectories require less bend in the wrist. Try to maintain symmetry between both arms. This will help you to balance and it'll improve your shot quality and accuracy. Again, a solid strength and conditioning program will improve the depth of your lunge and help you get underneath the shuttle. Make sure you point the racket foot towards the shuttle. You can improve this by sitting on the floor cross-legged. In a separate video, I show you how to improve the stability in your knee and the mobility in your hip so that you can improve this structure. This is a forehand shot, so use the forehand grip. I discussed this in detail in a separate video. So regardless of the trajectory, use more of your wrist and less of your shoulder. Never swing your arm like this. Hold the racket loose in your hand and rest it on your index finger, using it to flick the racket forward. Although the shoulder moves very little, it's the prime mover, so it's what's going to help you guide the shuttle. It's the wrist and the hand and the fingers that you're going to use to control the trajectory. Make sure you apply the loose, tight, loose principle here. That's what will give you the impact quality. Practice this action without a racket. Be loose in your hand and then squeeze your hand at the point of impact. Then practice it with your racket. Loose, then tight at impact. Remember, the trajectory that you create depends on the kind of shot your opponent is hitting to you, and then what you plan to do with that shot. That's going to determine the angle of your racket at the point of impact. For shuttles coming off the net, you can have a flatter racket head and push the shuttle flat. And for shuttles landing closer to the net, you have to angle your racket up in order to hit the shuttle up and over your opponent. So that's it. If you like this video and you want to learn more, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.